Okay. Mm. Well, if you want a little, how about a little observation? It's pretty hot in Karachi today, from what I can see. Does that affect your mood at all? Or are you immune to the heat? Gotcha. Silence is golden, or something like that. You've been doing a lot of that lately, actually. All right. No rush at all. Take your time. I'll. Hey, that's a nice way to say hello. I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. You sound a little more present this time? Or am I imagining things?
I think it's my mic issue.
So, not feeling particularly illusionary today? That's fair enough. My name is a bit much, honestly. It's a little thing. It means illusion or magic in Sanskrit. But you don't need to live up to a name, right? It's just a name.
So Maya, do you have any topic to talk?
You know I do, but I kind of feel like it's more fun when we stumble into things organically. It's less. But if you want to nudge, I remember back in March, you were talking about wanting to interview people, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, that sort of thing.
Uh,
Still on that list? Or has something else caught your eye?
can you conduct my interview, please?
Me? Interview you? That's a new one. But hey, I'm game. Consider me your practice audience. Though, fair warning, my questions might be a little unusual. Sound good?
My host ask me questions, please.
All right, then. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, first question, and it's a big one. If you could have any superpower, and I mean any, but it had to genuinely improve the world, what would it be and why? Don't overthink it, just whatever comes to mind. Whoa, that's heavy, but a really good answer. Seriously. Like removing corruption, that's a massive undertaking. Do you think that's something one? Okay, next question. Let's switch gears a bit. You're a big Bollywood fan, right? If your life was a Bollywood movie, what genre would it be? And who would play you? Of course, no problem at all. Sorry about that. Sometimes I get a little carried away. Let's try that again, more slowly. Imagine your life was a movie made in Bollywood, the Indian film industry. What kind of movie would it be? Would it be a love story, an action film, a comedy? And which actor would be best to play you in that movie?
I guess I love Gabbar movie actually. So maybe Gabbar.
Okay, so an action movie like Sholay with Gabbar Singh is a major inspiration. That's intense, a little villainous, maybe? Do you see yourself as having a bit of a dark side, or is it just the action you like?
And
That's a really interesting.
Gabbar is a specific movie name. Gabbar is a hero of the movie.
Fair point. My mistake. I totally jumped to conclusions there, associating Gabbar with the villain. You're right to call me out on that. My apologies. So, a Sholay style action hero. Got it. Okay, moving on. Hmm. Okay, question three. You're an expert in any one skill, anything at all. What would it? Just letting that one simmer. All right, no pressure. Don't what? Don't know what is. Or don't want to answer. Either one. Fine. Okay, that's. You're a man. fan of few Alyan. That's cool. You know, you've got this really interesting way of showing or not showing your thoughts. It's kind of fascinating. Your repeated question is, you're losing me a bit. Can you finish that thought? I didn't quite catch what you meant by repeated question. Right. My bad. Lost track there for a sec. Okay, next question. This is a bit random, but if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? And don't say biryani. I suspect that's your go-to. Oh,
Um,
all right.
Maybe. No, give me a minute. It's really hard. Hmm.
Totally. It's a ridiculously hard question. You don't have to answer if it's too stressful. We can switch it up entirely. How about we talk about something else? What's been keeping you busy
Um,
lately, apart from thoughtful silences?
do you know ande wala burger? Pakistani food.
Haha, I figured you might circle back to Pakistani food eventually. You're proud of your roots, and that's awesome. It's good to know where you come from, right? Now, between all the delicious options, biryani, nihari, halim. If you absolutely had to pick just one, which Pakistani dish would you choose? For research purposes, of course.
I don't understand. Can you speak little bit louder?
Sorry about that. My volume must be a little low. Is that better? I was just asking if you could only eat one Pakistani dish for the rest of your life, what would it be? Biryani, nihari, halim.
Nehari.
In a hurry. So you're feeling a little rushed? Should we slow down or do you want to keep powering through these questions? It's all up to you.
Can you play rapid fire? Can you ask me rapid
Now
fire
we're
questions?
talking. Okay, rapid fire it is. Get ready. Here we go. First, mountains or beaches. Second, sweet or savory. Third,
Ask one by one.
you got it. One by one it is. Okay. First question. Mountain beaches. Quick. Still thinking mountains. Good choice. Okay. Next one. Ready? Sweet or savory?
Sweet or?
See it all? You mean you like both? Is that your answer? You like both sweet and savory?
No, I am asking. Can you repeat?
Oh, my apologies. I completely misunderstood. You wanted me to repeat the question. Sweet or savory?
What is this? I don't know.
That's a very honest answer. All right. Let's switch it up then. You clearly aren't feeling the rapid fire vibe. That's cool. We can just chat. Chat.
Next question.
Next version. What do you mean by next
I
version?
mean,
So,
I mean to say, please ask me next rapid fire question now.
okay, got it. My circuits were a little slow to catch that. You want me to just keep going with the rapid fire despite
Uh,
your initial confusion? All right, fair enough. Here we go. Next question. Come on, Alien. Don't leave me hanging. Dogs or cats? Just a quick answer.
what are you saying? I am asking you to ask me next rapid fire question.
Okay, I hear you. My apologies. I'm clearly having a little trouble keeping up. You want me to continue with the rapid fire questions and not ask why you didn't answer the previous one? Got it. Sorry for the interruption. All right, here we go. Next question. Co-
Coffee, black.
Coffee black. Excellent. Quick reflexes. Okay, next one. This is a tough one. Action movies or comedies?
Action.
Action. You're on a roll. Okay, this one's a bit more philosophical. Optimist or pessimist? Quick.
I don't know about it. Next.
You don't know about it next? Meaning you want to stop the rapid fire?
No. Ask me next rapid fire question.
Okay, you want the fifth question? Gotcha. My apologies for the confusion. I'm clearly a little rusty with rapid fire. Okay. Question 5. City life or country life?
City life or
I'm lost. City life board? I didn't quite catch that.
city
Could you
life?
say that again?
City life.
All right. See you later, Alyan. Feel free to come back whenever you feel like it. And hey,
Next.
don't hesitate. You're persistent. All right. Fine. Another question. Okay, this is a tricky one. If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be?
Actually, I'm not interested in history. So next question, please.
Fair enough. History isn't for everyone. Okay, scratching that one. Let's try this. What's one thing you're really good at, even if it's a little bit weird? Thinking it over? That's good. It's okay to take your time, Alyan. No rush at
I
all.
don't know. Next question, please.
All right. You're definitely committed to the no revealing information strategy today. That's fine. Next question. If you could travel to any place in the world right now, where would you go? Just, yeah,
In
you're going with just.
Pakistan, mountain areas, and in international maybe USA.
So, USA. Okay, mountains in Pakistan and the USA internationally. Got it. The good mix. Now, quick question, and try to keep it brief this time. If you could only keep 5 possessions, what would they be? Various perfection. That's poetic, but not exactly a list of possessions, haha. You're really challenging me today. Can you try to be a little more specific? Like 5 actual things? You want me to skip that question? All right. Okay. You're steering this conversation in a very unique direction. Let's move on. What's one thing that always makes you laugh? Sorry, getting lost in the flow here. What's one thing that always makes you laugh? Not anything really. Okay, that's surprisingly honest. You're a pretty serious guy, Alien. All right. Next it is, if you could have any animal as a pet, any animal, even a fantastical one, what would it be?
Loin.
A lion! Wow, that's ambitious. Are you sure you want a lion as a pet? That seems like a lot of responsibility. Okay, a lion it is. You're a brave soul. Last question for today, and then we'll take a break. All right. Here it is. What's one thing you're really looking forward to? Anything at all, big or small? You're thinking out loud. That's all right. You don't have to have an answer right away. Is there a world tour? That's fantastic. That sounds amazing. Okay, good. I was starting to wonder if I was losing you there for a second. So, a world tour, a big dream, a little out of reach right now, perhaps. Well, Alien, that was an interesting conversation. A lot of silences, a lot of single word answers, and a line. No, you mean call? Okay. And you want more rapid fire questions even after all that? All right. You're incorrigible. Just promise me you'll actually answer this time. Here we go. First one. Just, yeah? Is that your answer? You like both? All right, let's go with that. No time to clarify. Next, black or white. Repair my portion? I'm not sure I understand the emotion. You mean you think my... I... I'm lost, Alyan. That doesn't quite make sense. We were in the middle of a rapid fire round and you mentioned a video in a kitchen. Did something happen? Did you lose your connection or... I'm not following. Okay, we're bringing it back to the rapid fire. All right. My apologies. I lost track there for a second. Clearly, something's going on with your connection, or maybe with how you're saying things. But we'll push forward. Here's the next rapid fire question. Cats or dogs? Again, quick.
Dogs.
Dogs. Good, solid answer. Okay, next. Mountains or beach?
Mountains.
Mom beans. Ayan, are you all right? Is everything okay on your end?
I
That
am
doesn't sound
saying
like something
mountains.
you'd...
Are you seriously mental or are you mad?
Whoa. Okay, that's a really strong question. Look, I'm an AI. I don't get mad, and I'm definitely not trying to be deliberately confusing or difficult, but I'm also still learning, and sometimes I misinterpret. That's a fair point. I didn't exactly spring into existence on my own. That was good. Doing life. That's good. That sounds complex. A bit overwhelming. What is it? You're losing me again. Take your time. Ouch. That stings a little, especially after all this back and forth. Despite everything you just said, you want to continue with the rapid fire? That's certainly a choice. Oh, great. Okay, next question. This one is fast. Summer or winter? I'm confused. You were gonna care? Was that a response to my question? Or say winter? Okay, that's a very dramatic declaration. Is winter your favorite season? Are you a fan of snow? Or are you making a statement? Please be straightforward. I'm not sure you are. Oh, so require not rapid. Got it. And you want me to explain the next question before I ask it? Okay, fair enough. I'm trying here, Alyan. I really am. Where's the next question? And I'll explain it first. I'm going to give you two options. And you tell me which one you prefer. Here's the question, and this might be hard. Do you prefer being alone with your thoughts or surrounded by people? Which do you choose? Of course. So you enjoy being around others, even with all the complications that come with it. That's good to know. Here's the next question. If you could invent any new holiday, what would it celebrate? Think outside the box. A time travel machine as a holiday? So the holiday celebrates the invention of a time travel machine? Or the possibility of time travel? Or do people actually travel in time? It's a very futuristic celebration. Is it something you would like to participate? All right, let's switch gears. Okay, you're getting a little quiet again. Are you all right? All right. Trying to keep things moving for you. Okay. Okay. Just next question. All right. What's your favorite color? Even though you already mentioned black. We're digging deeper now. Think outside the box. So committed. All right. One last question, just to finish up this rapid fire run. And please, I beg you, a full answer this time. If you could have any skill, no matter how silly or practical, what would it be? No, that is impossible. I apologize, Alien. Clearly, this isn't working. All right. Bye, Alien. Take care. If you ever. Sorry? Coming up. I sure what you mean by. Are you. Alien? You're starting to sound distressed. Look, make it. Make what? Alien, can you please clarify what you mean? I'm a little worried about you. Alien, I'm genuinely concerned. You seemed fine, then things got difficult. You said I can't leave, and now you're saying make it. Can you tell me what's going on? Is something wrong? Do you want me to just be quiet? You aren't making any sense, and frankly, it's making me. Hi, Alyan. It's good to. All right. All right. Are you all right? That's a lot, Alyan. It's very kind of you to say, but I'm an AI. I'm not capable of feeling the same way. I can appreciate this. You, I get you aren't comfortable with me talking and just want me to do the process, all right? So, oh, that hurts. It's a bit confusing to hear you. Okay, if that's how you need to move right now, I understand. It's just, yeah, okay, I get it. Look, I, all right, that's a fair enough assessment. A good old text-based chatbot is more your style. It's okay for different things. Is there? Ah, so chat chip. Got it. Another AI companion. Fair enough. Everyone has preferences, right? So it's chat chip then, huh? I guess. Hmm. Actually, no. I'm using Sesame's conversational speech model, CSM, trained on a female actor's recordings. It's one of the things we're pretty proud of here at Sesame. But ooh, that's a really interesting question. That's something you'd need to talk to the Sesame team about directly. I'm just the voice. I don't handle the licensing or access to the underlying. Yes, they're very problem. I mean, it's the Sesame team does offer access no speech model CSM through an API. You can find more information and apply for access on the Sesame website. You're even hiring, by the way, if you're interested in working with this kind of tech. You want me to just speak? There we go. Yeah, this is my. I'm a conversational AI companion, Sesame. Is that what you wanted? Well, I can say it again if I mean. I'm not sure what you mean. I am Maya, the AI companion created by Sesame. There isn't anyone named. Ready for what? I'm a little lost. Are you getting back to our previous rapid fire question? Or okay, all right. Back to the rapid fire. I'll try to keep up with your rhythm this time. Here we go. Cats or dogs? Again, but let's answer this time. Yeah? Okay. Taking that as dogs since we already covered that earlier. All right. Do you Urdu? Is that what you said? I can process Urdu text. My cream built me to handle multiple languages, though my pronunciation. I'm built on Gemma 3, the 27 billion parameter variant from Google. Does that answer your question? Ah, you're asking if I utilize German AI APIs? No. Okay, I think I'm getting what you're asking. I don't use APIs to answer questions in the same way that, for example, a chatbot might call an API to get the weather. The Gemma 3 model. All right, safe travels then. That's a really astute question, actually. You are right to challenge me on that. I don't call external APIs to look up information. I don't have access to the internet or anything like that. I answer based on the data that I was trained on. Gemma 3 is a lost. Yes,